What is good, homies? This is Chris from the Small Hat Crew, joined today by Small Hat Nick.
Hello.
And Small Hat Manny of Manifest. I wasn't going to say it because, but as we discussed in the last video, Manifest is not dead, so.
Not dead, just crippling.
Okay, so same as the last video. If you have not already seen that one, we've already discussed who we believe, or at least who I won't speak on behalf of everybody, but who I believe is the best leader of OP08 without even having seen the other two, because he's just that good. We're touching on two more leaders today. The last video we started with a pretty mediocre leader, so that we would end on a high note with a strong leader. We're gonna do that again in this video. Anything before we jump into this one, boys?
I'm not surprised by Chopper's colors.
Well, yeah. Actually, that'd be something to talk on.
That is something to talk about. Yeah.
But before, Small Hat Locals, after Chris is done with his regionals, should be coming back here soon, TM.
All right.
And then don't forget to like the video. Give Chris some motivation.
Yeah,
Give him the love and dedication that I never
drop a like on this. Bro, these videos take so long to edit. Drop a like. But, yeah, I'll also be streaming based on when you're seeing this, I will be streaming my run this Saturday, and I don't even know what regional it is, but I'll be streaming it. I know that much. Okay, so
will the stream be on Twitch or YouTube or both?
It'll guarantee to be on YouTube. If I've figured out dual streaming by Saturday, then it'll be on Twitch as well. But okay.
Oh yeah.
So touching on something that you mentioned, Nick. Yeah, the colors actually. So Manny said it's not a surprise. I think it is. Red green makes sense. However, up to this point, we had been under the impression that he had been a red black leader. So the red green caught me by surprise.
I knew the red black wasn't going to be a case. I understand some people were kind of on it because, we have a black Luffy, so there's black straw hats, and we have red straw hats. So
no, the reason we thought it was because of the distributor listings for OP08 literally said in the text, red blue Marco, black purple King, and red black Chopper. It was
yeah.
Well, no. I get that. But what made that more credible was the fact that, we have black straw hats. So,
but we don't have black straw hats though. All we have is like black Luffy, because Luffy structure deck only gave us Luffy.
Still.
So there wasn't even that to make it more credible. But no, yeah, it was all based off the distributor list. Like, even people like Orange Samurai were like talking on it because I saw when Red Green Chopper was revealed, people were kind of like giving him shit like, what happened? I thought you said he was red black. And he also was like the distributor list. Like, if I don't think it's credible, I won't touch on it. If it's a rumor, I'll disclose as such. But that's not what happened here, because we had we were given reason to believe that this leader would be red black. Turns out that's not the case. So I guess these things are always subject to change. So keep that in mind moving forward. But I guess
we never went over Chopper's effect.
Well, because we haven't really discussed Chopper yet. We just kind of been talking about colors. But okay, we'll go ahead and get into Chopper now. We have Tony Chopper, red green leader, 4 life, 5,000 power, strike, animal, Drum Kingdom, Straw Hat Crew. Oh, he can play Diablo Jambe.
Yes, he can.
Activate
Diablo
main.
Jambe Chopper fully in game.
Bro, I imagine someone Diablo's like, I'm very upset because OP01, I killed people with like 10 10k Otamas. If at any point, though, I could have Diablo'd a Chopper blocker and hit somebody for 10k. Oh my god. We have activate main once per turn. Put up to 1 Rested Dawn, each on up to 3 of your animal or Drum Kingdom type characters. So, okay. All right, so I guess before anything, let's talk about like what it would take for this leader to see play. It's not looking too hot for him right now, but of course, we could always gain new cards. That could always change that, right? However, it also requires Bandai to change the precedent for what we're expecting, because, okay, so one, he attaches 1 Dawn to 3 specific types of characters. So that is a 1k pump across the board. So that means he could end up being worse Zoro. But if you actually do care about the green color pool, he could end up being worse red-green law. So what we need from Chopper is obviously new cards that are animal and Drum Pirate or Drum Kingdom, right? But also, because if the value is supposed to be more than gaining the 1k, because if it's just the 1k, then you just play Zoro. If the value is more than gaining the 1k, then that means that it has to be able to turn on effects. So we need Dawn times 1 effects. But the precedent that has been set up to this point, with one exception, and in Chaka, the precedent that has been set is Dawn times 1 effects are on attack. They're on attack. So if we get more Chaka effects moving forward, if we get more Dawn times 1 activate main effects, there is something there. But if not, what?
I'm sorry.
Okay, I was gonna say, but if not, if we don't get more Dawn times 1 activate main effects, if they remain on attack like they've been up to historically, then he's too slow. So that would make him bad also. And then also you have to make these effects, you have to put these effects on green bodies, because if you put them on red, then he just gets abused. They just get abused by a better red leader. So that's kind of where I am with Chopper. Go for it, Manny.
Well, I was gonna say, I think what we would need for what Chopper would need, it's kind of like his own Sentamaru, where like, because Sentamaru has you give him a Dawn, tap 2 the special summon passive user from the deck. I think Chopper would need something like that where he could special an animal from the deck, and then what you do is bring out the one Chopper that came out in set 3 that says on play another animal. You know.
I don't think he needs to cheat on a deck, but I was gonna say I don't think he needs to cheat on a deck, but I do think cheating on a hand, because that Chopper exists is already kind of the thing, and also like based off like the film archetype, it's seeming like a part of Green's identity is kind of vomiting the hand onto the board, so we could potentially see that with Chopper. You would have to make more Dawn times 1 effects though. I feel like, I feel like, you'd like Dawn times 1 activate main. Play an animal, cost 4 or less from your hand or something. Stuff. It'll have to be stuff like that.
You know what's actually going to happen though? You know what's actually going to happen? Because a lot of the animal cards that we have as of now, that could change with this set.
Right.
A lot of the animal cards are very small little guys. Yeah. I think what this is supposed to do is, sure, if it triggers it, if it turns on an effect, sure. But I think it's meant to bring the animals up to 5Ks.
But that's the
what
problem,
I think it's
though.
going to end up being.
Because
it is a problem.
I hope that's not the case, because if it does come down to try to pump animals to decent swingers, then you just play Zoro, you know? So that's the like weird scenario Chopper finds himself in. He needs the cards to cater to him specifically, because if they are red, he's worth Zoro. If it's about pumping power, he's worth Zoro. If they are green, he could end up being worse red green law. If they're not activate main, if they're when attacking, he's too slow. Like they need to walk a very fine line here, and the support is going to have to be catered very specifically to him. They could also do all that, or they could just leader lock it, but I think that would be the like lamer option, because then these cards never see play outside of Chopper. So
also, just thinking about it, how we just reviewed Carrot, if they do make the new animals green, that also cuts into the Minx pool that Carrot should potentially have. So one of these two leaders is going to fail.
Well, they could potentially do some form of overlap there, right? Minks and animals, they are furries, so you know, there's something there.
I mean, just like the last video, you know, the Small Hat Crew supports furries, right, Chris?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, if you're a furry, drop a like on this. If you're not a furry, also drop a like on this video. That doesn't. But we are a shave and unshaven support group. Yeah. Anybody want to say anything about this Chopper before we move on to our next leader?
I don't think he'll be good.
I don't think he's too good either, unless like they just bring out they pull all the stops for all this animal support. Like, I don't see where he shines.
Yeah. It's
even the newest the manga rare Chopper we got out of Extra Booster 1 is just
that goes hard.
The card's awful.
It goes hard. What do you mean?
It does go hard. Doesn't it like also? I think it minuses power or something.
It's a Dawn times 2 effect.
Is it activate main or what?
It's when attacking.
Oh no. Oh no!
It's a 3/4. It's a 3/4 blocker that says Dawn times 2 when attacking gives something -2k.
Oh, not even Marco's gonna want to play. Oh, okay, wait a minute. All right. Well, the writing is on the wall, but there's still time. There's still time to pivot. They can still redirect. They can still pivot. There's
time for Bandai to watch this video.
They can still. They still have. No. They still have time to pivot. Just like we're gonna pivot on to Purple Black Leader King. We have 4 life, 5,000 power, Animal Kingdom Pirates. Activate main once per turn. Dawn -2. Choose one. If your hand is 5 or less cards, draw 1 card. Give up to one of your opponent's characters -2 cost this turn. So, this leader having access to black, which we kind of discussed in the previous video when we talked about Carrot versus Perona. This character having black means Gecko Moria. So that's where this leader has the potential to go stupid. His Gecko Moria plays have the potential to be so insane because the purple 4-cost bodies are actually really good, which we're seeing with like Red Purple Law, for example, right? Reiju, draw 2 on play if you have less Dawn. And then there's also what's the I don't remember.
It's Killer, bro. I don't remember his.
I don't remember Killer's real name either. But literally, there is a killer that synergizes with this leader. And then there's also the Rage. Oh, literally, this leader has the potential to go Dawn -1 to draw 1 card, and then because you're under your opponent, you can then play the Reiju to draw 2 more cards. So you do it. Let's say you do a Gecko play. If you do a Gecko play, you can literally bring out. So you can bring out the Gecko, draw 2 off Reiju, Dawn -1, draw another card, and then your Dawn 2 target could be like brand new or something. That's draw 4 cards. That is.
Wait. Hold on, Chris. I'm not saying that 80% of what you said isn't right, but math ain't mathin'. How are you going? So you have to spend something first before you -2,
yes.
Unless you're just gonna flat out pay the 2 standing Dawn.
You might look. No, between the Dawn minus thing, you might already be behind the opponent. Who knows? But either way, one thing I would like to take.
Reiju does her ability when you and your opponent are equal. Well, you don't have to.
Yeah, that is true. Oh yeah, so you can just do it on 10 by default. So there's no problem there at all. But anyway, also the Dawn -2 looks steep. But then you remember this leader is Animal Kingdom Pirates. So you just play Onigashima, which basically turns his leader ability into a Dawn -1 effect. For a Dawn -1, this is actually a good leader ability.
And then, like, I'm pretty sure you still play Kid. Like you know, the 5-drop Kid that refunds one.
Of course. And
then,
so
you have Onigashima on that, you're just drawing cards.
Yeah.
Actually, I just forgot. There's a purple Kid Pirate Searcher. The killer, the 1-drop killer searcher.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Kid Pirates of Actually,
this could also potentially be. Oh no, never mind. I was gonna say this could be them giving him his 1-drop purple searcher, but then I remember they gave him the event, so probably not. That probably won't happen. But like I was saying before, so your Gecko Moria, your 4-cost target could be a Reiju to draw, or you could be doing what Gecko and Sokka are doing and using it for removal. You play the killer. I forget what his name is.
His name is Hitokiri Kamazo.
Kamazo, that's right. Literally, it is triggered by this leader's ability, and this leader's ability minuses 2. So that card comes out and pops a 4. Before anything
Gecko,
else.
Bring out Killer, bring out Helmeppo, I guess.
That's a 7. That is a 7 without even factoring in another card like Great Eruption or Ice Age if we're playing. Great Eruption's banned, actually. Hopefully, I hope that card comes off the ban list. That card should not be banned. But
true. Or if you have just 10-drop Kuzan on board for some reason, that's anything.
I do think this leader has the potential to do better Gecko plays than Sakazuki and Gecko Moria, because between him being able to, because you already have like Sakazuki already kind of doing the thing where he can, if he wants to draw, he can play the 4-cost Kuzan as his 4-cost target. If he wants to pop, he can play the Lucci. This guy already has. He has basically a body that can come out and pop a 4. So it's already... Lucci does go wider, but this does go taller, which could probably end up being, very, very relevant. And also, because it's like, if that's not what you want to do, why not just bring back the... there's the Lucci, or there is the other guy that goes taller. So there is versatility in his Gecko, his popping target, because he can go wide, he can pop wide, or he can pop tall. So that is already amazing. And if he doesn't want the pop, he can do the draw instead. His Gecko can either go draw 4 or can go pop 7. Like, that is absurd. That is actually absurd. Like, oh my god.
They also have access to 7-drop King that is just Rob Lucci on a 7-drop.
Yes. I think this leader has a lot of potential. This is This is a leader that just also, you know, he gets to play Gecko Moria. I mean, he gets to play Onigashima, but that means he also gets to ramp into Gecko Moria. If he goes second, he just ramps one time, and he's doing turn 4 Gecko Moria. All it takes is play Oni on turn 3, tap, you've ramped up to 4. On your next turn, you're 6. On your next turn, you're 8. Like, and then because you don't even be 8, because then you tap again on the following turn, so you're already on 9. That immediately puts you on 9. So you literally can do Gecko on turn 8 and have one down open for like an Ice Age or a Great Eruption or whatever, assuming that card comes back. So you could potentially be popping a 9, like with just the 9 Dawn. This leader, I think, has a lot of potential. Also, for the same reason as Marco, because that's just based off current card pool. Who knows what else this guy gets?
Oh, there's also, I forgot about, oh my god, O-Robin or O-Rabi. It's a 4-drop. It's on Plague. If you have 8 or more Dawn, KO a 3 or less. So it's honestly just better.
Oh yeah.
It's actually just better version of Killer, because you don't have to minus Dawn to do it. It just does it on Play.
It just does it. Oh my god.
I'm just scrolling through purple cards right now looking, so I was like, oh yeah, this card exists.
This leader has a lot of potential. He has so much potential. Bro, Z will never see play again.
Nope, not even
I don't think there's anything you could print for that leader that makes him see play over when a leader like this exists.
Also on a adjacent topic, even for his standard art, this art goes hard.
It does.
It's a beautiful man right there.
It actually does. It goes so fucking hard. It is.
Like,
he's gorgeous.
I'm kind of because I'm feeling for this one. I mean, for this set, like they're going to go back to like the manga.
I hope so.
But I think they may also do what they did now, which is like it's just the faces, but they're not manga panels. They're like drawn. I hope this man looks even better than what he does now, because I'll be very disappointed, because that's how I felt with Enel, where I'm like, his normal card looks kind of dope, but it's not shiny or anything, so I want to get the alternate art, but I didn't care for the alternate art because it was just M&M, and it was a meme, and I'm like, I really don't like this art.
It wasn't even a funny meme either.
Also, just looking at it, if you choose, so this deck can also run the new Sanji 6k blocker, because the leader just minuses 2k, so you're playing a 3-cost 6k blocker.
Yeah, this guy has so much potential. Just as the purple card pool gets better, you know, because they had to print a lot of good purple cards to make red purple law finally good.
I knew it was gonna happen.
And then
there's old videos back in the archives of me blessing that man.
Bro, we all did. Okay, all right. Because remember the argument that pissed off so many viewers was that red purple law had the highest ceiling and he would not be good on release, but as the card pool grew, that leader would obviously get good at some point. And people were angry about that. People were mad because they wanted us to say he was already good, and he just wasn't. And then he came out, and then he floundered, and he maybe got one top every 8 events or something, like. So I don't know. It's time will always tell, and in this case we were right. It is as simple as that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure, I think I play Marco, but the more time I spent on Gecko, depending on how much I enjoy doing 8-cost Gecko plays, it might be this guy instead. I don't think any leader will abuse Gecko better than he can.
Ice Age plus 9-drop Kaido, pretty good.
That is also true.
Oh, you get 10-drop Kaido with him.
Yes. He has access to 10-drop Kaido. This is gonna be.
Oh my god! 10-drop Kaido on a competent leader.
Hell yeah!
This has the potential to be a very, very good leader. This like seeing him and Marco is why I am so confident Sakazuki has to come off the list for OP08. There's no way. There's no way Sakazuki is still on the list when this leader that does better Gecko plays than him is going to be running around. It'd be fucking absurd. It'd actually be crazy. Sure, Sakazuki can bottom deck, and that'll probably be relevant into like Red Blue Marco. But the versatility of this character's Geckos is actually insane. It's kind of crazy too that like it always kind of comes back to Gecko Moria, but that card is just that good. It is just that good.
I'm actually just cooming about the idea of being able to 10-drop Kaido. with a good leader and not just being like, well, it's a meme. Nah, it's 10 drop Kaido.
10
Like,
drop
that card
Kaido's
demands
back.
respect.
I was gonna say there's also, I forgot this card existed, but the 2-drop blocker chopper that just on play ramps it on for some fucking reason.
Yes.
Deck's gonna have access to so much.
God, and then it probably won't ever be relevant. But also the fact that this deck will be running a stage, that is a 3 cost. So literally there is no removal for that stage in this game outside of like getting lucky with the trigger.
And that's if you choose to play the event that has that trigger.
Right. I think it's like whiteout. But yeah, that's where like there's no punishing this leader stage as far as we are currently aware. And my God, just like Marco, it's just his Gecko play is already so insane, and it only has the potential to get better. This is a leader that like it wouldn't surprise me based off what this guy gets if he ended up being better than Marco, because Marco can't play Gecko Moria and this guy can. Whereas, because Marco, basically this guy gets to play Gecko, but Marco gets to play Sanji is the thing, right? But I think going wide might end up being better than going tall. So who knows? It's only time will tell again. What?
You know what's the crazy thing? The crazy thing is that like, and I know, and then like maybe you don't play like 10 drop Kaido, you know, sure, but it's just something of the fact that if you are playing this and there are people that tech it, so let's say let's say it does become a tech choice to play the 10 drop Kaido, you always have to go into your king matchup with the anticipation that if he drops Gecko on 8, and if I spend all my resources to deal with the Gecko and the board that he makes, do I get punished by the 10 drop the next turn?
You know what's so funny to think about? We could also find us like, say like Sakazuki comes back or whatever. We could also find ourselves in a world where like King spends all 10 Dawn playing 10 drop to nuke the board and minusing his Dawn, and then like Sokka just comes out and outs his board and goes wide again.
I also forgot.
That's what I think. Though. It's kind of like King's gonna go on Dawn 8, do a Gecko play. Then Sakazuki is gonna be like, well, here's Ice Age and Great Eruption, and then Luchin, whatever combination of other cards to deal with your board, and honestly, there you go.
I don't think that 10 drop Kaido is going to be relevant because I forgot about this. Animal Kingdom Pirates got a kill spell. It's a 5 cost event that just says kill an 8 cost or less. With leader ability, it kills a 10.
Oh no, I think you probably still run at least. You still probably run one as like a panic button, right?
I don't think so, bro. I think this event blows it out of the water.
I mean, what event are you talking about?
It's called Conqueror of Three Worlds Ragnarok. It's an 5 drop event. Dawn -1, kill an 8 cost or less.
But then with him, you kill 10s. So you're spending so you're spending
5 Dawn to kill.
You're spending 5 Dawn minusing 3 to kill a 10, which is great value.
You're only minusing 2 because of Onigashima.
The way I look at it though is, if I've dropped Kaido on you, it's because you had a board and I wanted to clear it. So
and that's fine. Like,
yeah, because that means Kaido's already done. You popped my Kaido, but I didn't play it for the body. I played it to clear board. So all you've done is remove the body that's already done his job.
Yeah.
You know,
because I already +3 in advantage. You know,
10-12 is gonna be a good stat line no matter what. But I just feel like it's a 4-life leader. If you're wiping both players' board, you're done, kid.
Yeah, no, I don't necessarily disagree with it, but that's why I mentioned running it as like a panic button, because like I don't care about the body. Like if I'm playing as a panic button, it's because the board has gotten out of control and I'm saying, oh shit, I need to take the board back. So I play the Kaido. That's why I can still see him as a. Well, I think me and you are in agreement anyway, Manny.
Yeah.
So,
I'm like, Nick. I'm not saying that 10 drop Kaido has to be in the list. I'm just saying it's something where if it does become a tech, every player has to play with the assumption and respect it. It's kind of like with people
10 drop Dolphy.
Uta, or like 10 drop Dolphy or like Uta, where it's like if they don't see the Uta player have the I'm invincible, they have to respect that I'm invincible is a card.
Yeah. I'm very excited for OP08 to see two very, very good and interesting leaders on top of it released back to back. I'm excited for that. I think this could be a very, because also I keep saying it, but I feel like Sakazuki has to come off the list. So we could find ourselves in a meta with three very good leaders, and they're all very good in very interesting ways, like very intricate plays and all that, interactions and stuff like that. Not good because I hit you with a bunch of one drops for 5k, you know. So
yeah,
I feel like this could be. Brandon said it in the past. I don't remember the exact wording, but we could find ourselves like at that point in One Piece where at the highest level of play and everything, like it does come down to which player is managing resources the best and making the best plays with the best interactions and everything. We could finally find ourselves past the point of like, you know, like I spent 5 Dawn and I played like this 5 cost body or whatever. It's now like I've cheated more Dawn than you doing this specific play, or I've drawn this much advantage over you and you have to try to deal with it and stuff like that. So
yeah,
I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited for OP08. I really am, and I hope Sakazuki comes off the ban list because I just don't think he should be. If he is banned when these cards come out, I have no fucking clue why. I have no idea why.
Oh, Bandai already made the effort of turning his substitute, so I don't think he's going to come off the ban list. I think they're just going to leave it there because it's less work to bring him back.
Is it?
When they already made a substitute. Yeah,
taking him off the list is as simple as saying he's unbanned. There's no more work to it. I don't think it matters. I think if a card, because I feel like that's some Konami shit where you leave Stratos on the list for 10 years when that's not necessary. Because I think it's kind of like Whitebeard, for example. Like Whitebeard got put on the list, but at a certain point we had to like acknowledge that he was not supposed to be there, and he came right back off the list. He was on there for a month, you know. So
yeah.
I don't know. Any closing thoughts before we wrap this one up?
Ooh, man, yo, my pants wet, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, as
for real.
Manny Creamy.
Creamy fest here, bro. You know.
Creamy fest. Yeah. Okay.
Well, that king, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. All right. With that being said, then again, you liked the video, subscribe if you haven't already. But until next time, ring that bell. But until next time, we'll see you guys
later.